Hello, everyone. Again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. First of all, I would like to start off by saying that this is not financial advice. The purpose of this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Also, for those that don't know me or don't know anything about this channel, on this channel, we speak about stock, cryptocurrency, personal, and business credit. So we ask that you subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. And we drop tons of videos a month, so hopefully you look at our videos, you enjoy the content, because we always want to provide great content for you at all times, every step of the way. So let's go ahead and dive into Cenntro. And before we dive into Cenntro, we also want to talk about the sponsor of this video. And the sponsor of this video is no other than Webull. And we're going to dive into some aspects of Webull. But one thing about Webull, let me share my screen really quick. All right, let's do that. So when you do these videos live, you make mistakes all the time. All right, so one thing about Webull, the sponsor of this video is Webull. I'm gonna place a link in the in the chat box. You sign up for Webull right now. Join Webull, get 5 free stocks, 0 commissions for stocks, ETFs, and options trades. Easy to use to investors of all levels. 0 commission, 0 option fees, full trading hours, and in-depth analysis charts. Easy to use trading tools. 0 means 0. Refer friends, get stocks, award-winning app. So I just want to talk about the sponsor of this video. That is for people who do not have Webull at all. You can sign up, get 5 free stocks. So let's go ahead and dive into Cenntro. Cenntro has definitely gone in the wrong direction. 2 weeks ago, we hit $3 a share, and we are definitely going in the wrong direction, and it's not a good feeling. But to be honest, I did a video probably about 3 days ago. And one thing about that video I did is clearly spoke about that Cenntro will not, and I repeat, will not start trending until the audit reports come out. And that's what we are waiting on. We are definitely waiting on these audit reports so we'll know what's going on. So open today, Cenntro opened at $1.86. The high for the day was $1.92. The 52-week high is $15. The 52-week low is $1.05. We back in the dollar range. We trending down from that $3 range. Cenntro is doing steps after steps after steps to improve the status of the company, but it's one thing that they will have to do, and that is they will have to release that fourth quarter 2021 audit report for anything in that magnitude to look good for us. We are back in the market cap of 478.10 million. So we are definitely trending in the wrong direction. But let's get here. Now, Investor Place, let's start here. Investor Place, first of all, if you look at the title, they definitely are writing these articles for clout. They're writing it for money, because if you want to be real about it, they didn't even spell the name of Cenntro correctly. Put some respect on the company's name. People that know Cenntro with one N is a totally different meaning. If you search for it on Google or Twitter, it's going to lead you to a different place. But an auditor's resignation at Cenntro, fix the name. Electric Group is a major red flag. So you can tell right here, Mark R. Hake, he wrote this 7 hours ago. He probably got paid by some bears. When I say bears, I mean people that's bearish. So I gotta fix the spelling of the name. I just can't paste that in incorrectly. But what I'm saying is definitely you can tell that they probably were paid to write this article. It was nothing spectacular about it if you can't even spell the name correctly. All right, CENN stock could be a bargain, but there's no way to know for certain. And we're going to read this and we're going to be open and honest about this because they're coming from a pessimistic point of view, but honestly, they may tell the degree of the truth. So I can't come here and pound on my chest like King Kong. And let's get into this article because, like I said, it may be some degree of truth until Cenntro do right and release the because we're already in the second week of April, and so the question is, what are y'all holding back? Why y'all won't release the audit report? We need to see it. We need to know what's going on. So, Cenntro Electric Group is a new public electric commercial vehicle manufacturer that closes reverse merger with Naked Brand Group at the end of last year. All articles are going to start like this. All articles are going to start like this, and let's be honest with it, it's not going to be any truth to it. I wrote about CENN stock could be undervalued on February 1st, 2022, when the stock was at $1.73 per share. Since then, the Australia-based company stock has actually moved higher on NASDAQ to $1.91 as of April 8th. But on April 4th, Cenntro made a major announcement that I think is a red flag. And let's see what this is. It disclosed that a BDO audit PTY Ltd, and I spoke about this. I did speak about this actually, that they changed auditors, but in that report, they said it was nothing new, no red flags in that report. But let's see why he feels that this is a red flag. Apparently, it did not want to continue working with the new company. It's hard for me to understand how a company would turn down business. I consider this a red flag, and investors should be very careful going forward with any investment in CENN stock. So I'm gonna say that the other article clearly stated in the changing of auditors that it was no red flags, everything checked out for Cenntro, period. So I like this article for this mere fact that this is PR. We get a chance to have our company spoken about more cases than one. When I have to look for information about a company, when I'm reporting on this information and it's nothing about them, that's when these stock companies drop, like HCMC, which I invested in a long time ago. And if you look for any information on HCMC, you won't find any. So having news about a company is still great with me. Moreover, Cenntro still has yet to produce any financial information to the public, including anything that has been audited. For example, there's still no 10K filing for Naked Brand Group as of the last year, despite the closing of the merger. That's a major thing, right? Let's be honest. That's a major thing. Granted, it filed a Form F3 prospectus on January 6th, describing Centro's plan to produce EVs. This also apparently includes a plant in Jacksonville, Florida, that will produce 50,000 EVs with only 34 employees. Completely unbelievable. Well, let me stop him there because if you look inside of a Cenntro plant, the plant does everything on its own. Our plants are hands-free. It's definitely a hands-free plant. All right, so BMR Traders posted, no news allows for hit piece news, paid opinion. Laugh out loud. Thanks for these videos, Team Tiggio. Thank you again, BMR Traders, for all your hard work. Make sure you follow BMR Traders on Twitter. I love to shout him out every so often on these videos. And Manpreet Singh said, any news. And any news to me is good news. So that's why we're reporting on it, definitely. But let's keep going. But there's still no financial filing for 2021 from the company that all three require financial statements, income, balance sheet, and cash flow. However, Centro's website now has a slide presentation dated April 2022. It shows that the company claims to have 250 million in cash on hand on page 13. That represents half of its almost 500 million market capitalization now. It also says it has produced or sold 9.9K ECV parked vehicles. In 2021 in the US, it is on track to produce 24.9K during 2022 on page 15. In Europe, it claims to have produced or sold 104.1K during 2021 and will do 162.9K during 2022. There's simply no independent verification of any of these numbers. If theoretically attractive to know that about half of the 500 million market capitalization is cash, but there's no way to know for certain how much money, including revenue, the company is on track to produce this year without audited financial statements. Investors should be very careful until this audit is available. And I do want to know, do y'all think that because they change auditors so fast, do you think that that's going to sink the delay the audit report? Because I do know that that NASDAQ will penalize a company if they don't produce an audit report at a certain time. Now look at what happened with Faraday Future. Faraday Future got sued by the SEC because when they blew past that number, it really they really dropped the ball. So let me see if I can find that article that they were discussing really quick. If I can find it, cool. If not, then we totally understand. But because I'm probably going to have to do a separate video. That's probably what I'll do, a separate video and break down this information that they're clearly discussing. So let's go run on Twitter really fast and let's see if we find any articles. I know that sometimes we come over here, we find articles, and in the process of finding articles, it become a really big thing because Twitter is like its own universe over here. Like on Google, you might find no articles about certain companies, and then you come on Twitter, and then they find links out of the bottom of like the bottom of the river. Seem like, let's see. BMR Trader said there's a new April presentation, Antonio. That's what they're referring to. Okay, so thank you for telling me that. I probably won't. I'm probably gonna have to find that presentation. Honestly, if it's on the website, I'm probably gonna have to find it, and because I don't want to be on this video making it all long, and I need to find the presentation. If anybody have it, you can drop it in the link, and then I will definitely discuss it. If not, then I'll take my time, find a presentation, and then I'll properly address it in a separate video. But at the end of the day, what we're discussing is investor plays, they come from a twofold perspective. Sometimes they come at it as if the company, as that, like from a bearish point of view, and then you got some writers that come at it from a bullish point of view. It all depends on who paid them to write the article. Let's be honest. Sometimes you look at investor place, it's definitely payola all over the map. $24 in May. You think Nolan Peterson, you think that they're going to get the $24 in May? That's something that we definitely I'm open to it, of course. I'm open. If we get the $24 in May, that would be excellent with me. If anybody agree with Nolan Peterson, definitely place that in. But I don't know that we would jump that far ahead. Now I have seen a company today that went up with a couple of thousand% in value in one day. So it's definitely possible, but nothing is going to happen to Cenntro until we receive that quarter four earnings report. Because right now, even those numbers that we're even comparing to, if you look at the home page, we're still speaking about only delivering 3,600 vehicles. But what's striking to me is when you come over here, and let's go over here. Let's go over here. If we go to LinkedIn, definitely, if we go to LinkedIn, then you will see that we are definitely delivering vehicles. So that's another thing that I say that you have to understand, that some of this information have not been updated. Like right here on LinkedIn, it's been reported that these cars are being delivered. Now, one thing I would like to point out also is, when will Cenntro tell us about the 2,000 vehicles that were ordered by HW Electro? That'll be an excellent time to speak about that. If we can get some information on that this week, in addition to getting an earnings report at any day this week, that will be terrific, terrific, terrific. But you clearly see that these are Metros and LS200s, and it says delivery of new Logistar, and Logistar is the LS, and they're definitely shipping these out. So this number of 3,600 is going to go away before we know it. And let's be honest about that. That's not going to stay as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this up with another video where we're going to talk about, okay, on the Cenntro website. I also tweeted the link under my post on this article. All right, so let me go to BMR Traders. All right, let's go to BMR so we can, there we go. Let's go to BMR. No, that's not BMR. Let's go to BMR Traders so we can go ahead and see if we can find this report. BMR Traders. All right, let me like that. Okay, this is the bit night information. This is the presentation. Nonsense, total nonsense. That is the question. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see if this report right here. All right, thank you for that plug, BMR Traders. Let's go to this presentation while we're here. I was going to do it in the second video, but now I have it pulled up. Let's just talk about a lot of this really quick. And this is the investor presentation. And let's if you got time to stick around with me, we're gonna discuss this. All right, so focus on electric commercial vehicles from class 1 to class 4 that are mainly used for urban delivery and urban services. So let's be honest, this has been reported on. I know Jordan Rip and Dip definitely reported on the first report, and I reported on the first report. I have not reported on the second one, and I believe this one is the third one. So thank you again for providing this report. Let's get going with this. All right, so geographic coverage across North America, Europe, and Asia. It says right here, an early entrant that invested significantly since 2013, a global leader in commercial EV sales and services. As of November 30th, 2021, Cenntro has sold or put into service 3,600 Metro compared to nil from competitors. Now, right here is 30,000 vehicles delivered, and then it's 32 countries, and we already discussed a lot of this. 238 patents granted, but that's a plus. So we definitely have more. And then it says 3 assembly plants, but I thought we had more assembly plants than 3. So maybe we'll find out more. Our 2020 revenue was 5.5. And right here it says we have $250 million in cash. Now, let's discuss quickly our vehicles suited for many applications. And this right here is city. Let's see if we can blow this up a little bit more. Let's see if we can make this bigger, just in case you need to see a little bit more of this. All right, city delivery, pickup truck, goods carrier. And then they specifically use a McDonald's truck for food delivery, coffee truck, autonomous, a port truck, ad display. Now, I do like that. I don't know if this was on the last one, but that's pretty dope. Park maintenance, food truck, sightseeing, medical use, garbage truck. So the Metro can be outfitted in a ton of plethora of different ways. I know that's double talking. Let's just say plethora. Solar truck, street sweeper, street water truck, field truck, mobile charger, public service, farm use, service truck, urban delivery, special delivery, street cleaner, vending truck, and trailer. So once again, it can be outfit out in many different ways. Now, let's talk right here. Products ready to meet market demands. And these are 4 series of vehicle models. All right, so we have the LS200, that's EU. That's solely for the EU. So you got to understand that some of these vehicles are not outfitted for the United States, and that's because I believe the LS200 only goes up to like 50 to 55 miles per hour, and in the United States, it needs to go a little faster than that. All right, so this is the neighbor 150, and that's for the UK and the EU. All right, so we have the LS400, which is for the United States and the EU. This is the neighbor 300, which is the United States and the EU. The Metro is for Japan, United States, and EU, and this is the T Mark. And I believe the T Mark is the same one as the the ORV, and that's the United States and the EU. So we cooking. Now, another vehicle which should make you excited to get into Cenntro, and that's the chassis that will be coming to fruition. And I read somewhere recently where people was like, why would people get overly hyped for autonomous vehicles? Well, first of all, if you not first, you last. Now, Cenntro has done a great job in touting the technology that we definitely are going to have in the coming future. The chassis won't be available until 2023, and that's fine. But the chassis, just like the Metro, can be outfitted into different ways as well. And so you got the automotive package delivery, and then you have the mobile vending machine, mobile locker, street sweeping robot, material handling robot, mobile service station, auto control car. So definitely we are in position so we can be so we can win. Now, right here, the system on chip integrated driving control system is another one. Fully digitized driving control system, the cloud-based vehicle control platform. So we got apps can be easily downloaded, integrated into SoC for different types of autonomous driving, real-time vehicle monitoring, speed control enabled for safety, vehicles performance data, pre-scheduling replacement for parts, management, driving performance for safety. So Cenntro is doing its thing. We developed an industry-leading supply chain with more than 300 qualified vendors, and that's another thing that Cenntro is doing. So painting, charging, power charging, electronic, steel materials, shipping and logistics, vehicle body panels, fasteners, stamping and molding. So definitely Cenntro is doing what it's supposed to do as a company to survive. So now they have a strong OEM partnership for quick production and ramp up. All right, so constructed OEM, vehicle specs and design, vehicle production, vehicle marketing and branding, vehicle control and battery, vehicle support and services. So it's definitely something that's being said. And Cenntro manufactures its own vehicles, but also contracts several vehicle models to auto OEMs for faster production and market distribution. Let's keep going. All right, so now these are our channel partners. And the channel partners is always something that we need to have. All right, so right here, focusing on markets in the US, Europe, and Asia. North America, we got Aero, Club Car, Gallery, Atlas, RoboScreet. Europe. Europe is a lot more, right? So you got Scobic, Trumpeter, Invector, Batswap, Bencel, E-Tree. I'm not reading them all. But Tropos, remember, we just bought 65% in that company. And in Southeast Asia and UAE, you got HW Electro, Treely Trick, Automobax, Magnum Career. So we got tons of channel partners. All right, so right here, ramp up existing production on open to new plants in 2022. All right, so ramp up existing production in Changxing, China. I hope I didn't butcher that. 2 additional plants in Jacksonville. New facility planned to start trial assembly in Q2 2022. If nobody don't know, if you have not heard, we are already in Q2 of 2022. Time is racing. So from the top, you really don't recognize how long this plant is, but it's definitely a long plant. All right, so right here in Herne, Germany, our Central Automotive Europe facility will be used for assembly of the full line of central vehicles targeted for the European market. So, we open it up in Düsseldorf, Germany, in addition to Hernes, Germany. So the one in Hernes, Germany is going to cover the Middle East and Africa. The one in Düsseldorf is going to cover other parts of the EU. So this is what the article was discussing. Publicly listed on NASDAQ with approximately 250 million plus on cash on hand to drive the growth, ramp up production in existing plants, and open new assembly plants that are in customer markets to build production capacity. Broaden distribution network, after sales support services to increase footprint in the markets that provide greater brand recognition. Vertically integrate logistics and transportation system to streamline process and shorten delivery timeline. And finally, continue to invest in innovation, our chassis autonomous driving technology, and seek to form solid partnerships with renowned software developers to drive its customer adaptation. So basically, I wanted to cover this article. I hope I didn't bore anyone. We almost finished. Right here, supported regulatory policies accelerating vehicle electrification. So in the United States, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, improve fuel economy for light duty vehicles made in model years 2017 through 2025, 500 to 5,000 EV rebate granted by state by different application. And in Europe, is Green Cars Initiative provides financial support of 5 billion, 4 to 8 billion purchase. 4 to 8,000 purchase subsidies depending on vehicle type, exemption of registration tax. And right here, these are the countries setting aggressive zero emission goals. Norway 2025. I think Norway is looking to be the fastest. And then you got Denmark, Iceland, Ireland, Israel, Netherlands, Slovenia, Sweden, and Singapore by 2030. 2035, you got Cabo Verde, China, Japan, UK, EU, state of California, state of New York by 2035. So that's roughly 13 years from now. And France, Canada, Portugal, Spain, Sri Lanka, 2040, and America is US, Costa Rica, and Germany by 2050. So, and right here is Centro's competitive advantages. So you have right here high sustainability. You got Cenntro, and these are our competitors Rivian, ELMS, Warcross, Arrival, Lordstown, Helium, Nikola, Tesla, Semi, and I think they discontinued the Tesla Semi, so I don't even think that should be on the list anymore. So this is definitely. I thank you again, BMR Traders, for providing us with this information. I may discuss this one more time in a separate video, but definitely I thank you again for allowing me access to that. All right, so Nolan, first of all, Bob Aitman, thank you again for the $10 super chat. You are now the sponsor of this video, and I appreciate you again, Mr. Bob Aitman. All right, so Nolan Peterson said, Todd G, thanks. We're going to go green soon. I think so. I mean, unfortunately, this war between Russia and Ukraine really teaches us that we need to be independent on oil, because it's really unbelievable the way that these prices shot to the roof. All right, too many articles popping up talking negatively about CENN. Unbelievable. Well, Rookie, I'm gonna say this: when you don't release an earnings report, you allow people to talk trash about your company. When you switch auditors before you release an earnings report, you allow others to talk trash about your company. When you invest in a company, then at the end of the day, that's the way it goes. You open the Pandora's box. If we release that earnings report by Friday, then all of the negative talk will have to cease, because these are new numbers. And when are those new numbers going to change? Like, we've been talking about 3,600 cars for 5 to 6 months now. I mean, it can't keep being 3,600 cars forever. I think it was 33,000 and then we delivered 600, but it can't stay at that point forever. Just to be honest. So you got Raphael says 5,000 the next 10 years. Absolutely. That's why we need to invest. We need to invest as many stocks as we can. This is not financial advice. Invest so many stocks as you can, and then hold on it. The longer that you hold on it, the longer that possibly works for your company. So this has been fun. This is the video is already at 32 minutes. This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Before I end this video, we have 5 to 7 people on still. If you want to list whether you bullish or bearish, please do so, because I'm definitely still bullish. I'm like Raphael. I think if you hold enough shares, you never know in the next 10 years. I don't know about 5,000, but I think we can be at $800 to $900 a share with all the technology that we have. And the more shares that you have, the more shares that you will be able to obtain for your portfolio. So inflation is still in the market, true, but I think we're going to have a chance to beat it. So this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe. As these videos, the more you subscribe the more that you like a video, it helps to get the video into the algorithm. So please like this video, and if you would like to subscribe to this channel, as we drop great content on the channel. And once again, we will see you next time.